So the political situation is described here very quickly, right? Um, and then more discussion here on the left-hand side, talking about Telik's body and also the effect of her tail, her stinger, which is on her tail, right? Um, and then backstory on the mother and Tigatoy had a friendship, early on. So the whole backstory here, right? And again, then you'll have this accident, which is going to break up, the evening, the story, right? And so this Entelik, right? So that is a human being, a human male, which is carrying uh, the babies, the grubs of the telic species there. Okay, and then so you're going to have this birth scene, right? Which is going to be pretty reminiscent of a lot of things, right? Um, that we've seen before in the class, right? So it's a birth scene slash type of sacrifice scene, right? So it's operating on a lot of different levels there. So, there's a lot of sort of Genesis 22, sacrifice of Iphigenia sort of strains that are sort of going on here that you'll definitely reference and see. And then it continues on, and they have the description of the birth, which is pretty graphic. Okay, and again, think about the idea of cognitive estrangement at this point. That first of all, it is uh, not a human female which is giving birth, which is what we're used to, but is a human male giving birth, right? And then it is a human male that is giving birth in this to an alien species, right? So there's a lot of things that are familiar to us and a lot of things that are unfamiliar to us there. So it gets us to think about, again, the nature of birth, right? The sort of the phenomenology of birth, right? How much we really don't think about it, probably, right? Especially if you're a man. And then uh, also the possibility of something new, right? Something that's beyond our standard world, our status quo world. And then the story continues, the second part of it, right, which will be between Gan and T. Gatoy, and that will finish up the story. So it really builds and really has a lot of, you know, signature moments at the end, right? And again, I think this is a very sort of binding of Isaac scene that's going on here.